Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I have been posting Christian blogs 12 straight years every day, and today I would like to share Proverbs 19 verses 16 to 20. Here is the word of God. Whoever keeps the commandment keeps his life. He who despises his ways will die. Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deeds. Discipline your son, for there is hope. Do not set your heart on putting him to death. A man of great wrath will pay the penalty, for if you deliver him, you will only have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. Proverbs 19:16 to 20. Here's my poem. Obeying God brings life. Anyone who listens to God's commandments and follow Him, they will find wisdom, and life will be good if they do it. When one listens to advice and accept instruction, that person will gain understanding and have a vision. As soon as we take God's covenant promise seriously, we will have the benefit of His bounty, grace, and mercy. Here's my commentary. Many people suffer in their lives because they have no clue that our main purpose in life is to obey and live in the will of our Creator. When someone has not heard and accepted the gospel that Jesus was given to humanity so we can be free from the bondage of sin, it is difficult to grasp the meaning of life. Once a person does not know the character of God and the salvation history of mankind, he will continue to live a life against what God designed it to be. He cannot overcome sin. He will live hating God and His laws and do what is against it. Solomon gives us the benefit of obedience to God in verses 16 and 20. Following His law and His word brings us life and protect us from spiritual death. It saves our souls and spirits. Reflection. Why would it be hard for someone to obey God's commands? At first, it was very hard for me to understand why we strive so much to be good, to do what is right. And yet, in the book of Romans, it tells us that even though we want to do what is right, we end up doing what is wrong and what is sinful. And when I have learned the doctrine of the elect, meaning I think it's in Ephesians, in the book of Ephesians, that it says that God chose us first. So in other words, there are many different denominations that thinks that we choose God, but we actually are chosen by God first. Remember, His Israelites were chosen by Him, and He promised them that He will be His God and they will be His people. So in other words, when you are chosen by God, you're given the ability to receive Him, you're given the ability to live for Him, you're given the ability to obey Him. So if you are not chosen by God, you wouldn't want to have anything to do with Him. You wouldn't want to know Him. You wouldn't want to follow Him. So obviously, you wouldn't want to have anything to do with Him. And then you will live a life of sin, a life of spiritual death. So that is why it is going to be hard for someone to obey God's laws if they do not have that covenant promise that God has given them, because only God has a covenant with His people. So not everyone is going to be saved, even though He's giving all the salvation freedom to everyone, but not all will be chosen. So that's one of the reasons why it will be very hard for someone to obey God's command if he wasn't chosen by God Himself. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. If you haven't already, I've done over 3,000 videos in the years I've been doing this daily. Just type on YouTube or Google search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.